What is going on, everybody? It is Frank the Tank, and today I'm going to be showing you my trick on being consistent in bowling by Jason Belmonte. So I understand that there's a lot of you out there who have trouble with being consistent in the game, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first started playing this game, I had trouble with it as well. I mean, I swear I would place my finger in the right spot and the ball would just go far off from where I was swiping. But anyway, I want to warn you guys right now that my little trick on consistency, I feel like it might only apply to my swiping style. For those of you who don't remember, I like to swipe. I'm not sure if you can actually see me here. I actually like to use my index finger, like the tip of my index finger, and I actually like to, you know, swipe like that. I understand that there are a lot of you out there who play the game just a bit differently. You like to put your fingers on top of the phone and use your thumb to swipe. I know Belmo himself, he likes to use the bottom of his index finger and swipe like that or something. Yeah, but that's how I do. So basically what I want to say is if you can't really find a way to, like, you know, if you play like this, then great, this should be easy for you. But if you don't, just take what I say from this and try to apply it to your own game. And I just hope that it works for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's just get into this. So what I do is, there's this thing when I first started out, there was this thing that I did that I call it the pencil trick. And basically what I did was, okay, first off, obviously you got to find the target. What is that target? Well, if you can see here with the pencil, right here, you see that corner of the dark part of the oil. I've mentioned this in several of my Bowling by Jason Belmonte ball review videos already. That corner right there of the dark part of the oil, that's the primary target that you want to be aiming for. I actually learned this by watching one of the past PBA telecasts, the PBA Tour Finals 2017 to be exact. I noticed the oil pattern, on the oil pattern, pretty much every single player was aiming for that dark part of the oil. And when I saw that, I was like, what if I try that in the game? And lo and behold, after doing some adjusting, it worked. So I learned that this is the primary target that you want to be aiming for. Now, obviously, it's not enough to just aim for it. You got to find the right board to stand on as well with the ball and the layout that you're using. But anyway, in this case, we're on the Stonehenge pattern. I'm using the zero gravity, and I already did the adjusting, so we don't have to go through that. And I found that board 32 with the layout that I have, 10 degrees of axis tilt and 50 degrees of axis rotation. That is basically what you want. Well, that's what it works for me. Whatever you have, just do the adjusting. And then just keep aiming for that corner right there. That'll tell you what you need, like, you know, what you need to do. So anyway, like I said, based on some adjustments, I found that board 32 was the board for this ball with the layout that I have. So anyway, that my trick for consistency was this. Now, I started off using this like a pointing object, like a pencil or something. And what I did was I started with this with the pencil from that corner, and basically what I did was I backtracked to the shoes. So here's the thing though, I laid out some targets for myself to get myself to that corner of the dark part of the oil easier. What I did was, when I was backtracking, I paid very close attention to where that line, that imaginary line that I'm doing with this pencil, I backtracked and I paid attention to where it was at the arrows. So in this case, I want to go in between the third and fourth arrow here, and then you see these 5 dots right here. I noticed going back, I have to be just left of those dots. And then this is the most important, obviously, the laydown area at the foul line. So going from the corner with that with the pencil and going back, I notice the laydown area is about here. So going back to the shoes, and there you go. So I know that that's my line, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try it out now. But before I do this, I want you guys to know, what is the correct place to put your finger on the shoes. It's right about there. I'm not sure if you can actually see that, like perfectly in the middle of the shoes. That's where you want to place your finger. So anyway, now that you know that, like I said, now this is where the whole, you know, mental part of the game, not sure if you can even see my head, this is where the mental part of the game starts to come into play. This is what makes the part of the game feel kind of real. So now that I know my line, like I said, there between 3rd and 4th arrows, just left of those dots, lay down area is right here. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a few seconds, because remember, the worst thing you could do is rush yourself, especially in real life. You take the time, do your pre-shot routine, and then you go for it, when you're ready to go. So, I'm gonna take a few seconds. I know, I keep telling myself, okay, that is my line right there. I keep telling myself that. And then, once I feel ready, I go for it. And there's your strike. You see that? Now, obviously, the trick is to repeat the shot. So again, doing what I just did. Now, I've gotten good to the point, I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten very good to the point where I don't need the pencil anymore, because I've gotten so good at the game that I just have to use my eyes and my, you know, my head, I guess, my mind, to make that line for myself, so that way I don't waste too much time. So this is something that you guys would want to try in practice mode. For those of you who struggle with this whole consistency thing, this is something that you want to do. Try it with the pencil first, and then once you get good enough, you won't need the pencil anymore. So I know that, and besides, that purple line is right there to help you out. So remember, place your finger in the correct spot, right in the middle of the shoes, and then tell yourself, all right, that's my line right there. And then once you're ready, take a few seconds, compose yourself, and go for it. So as you can see, I went a little bit left there. Let's shrug it off, move forward, went Brooklyn, got lucky, forget about it, and just go for it again. There you go, you see that? Beauty. So obviously, another key that you want to think about is always choose a good ball for the right pattern. So in this case, you see I chose the zero gravity, and you can see obviously I went kind of a little bit more right from where I threw that last shot that got me the strike. So that means that I have a little bit of miss room, which is good, because that means that it won't be as hard to reach that target. So remember that. Always find the right ball that makes it easy for you to attack these patterns. So like I said, the zero gravity, it's very easy for me to use on this pattern, I found after some experimenting. So standing on board 32 again, gonna go for it again. There you go, perfectly on the corner, and there's your strike again. So that's what you want to do. So try this little pencil trick. I hope that it works for you. It worked for me, clearly, as you can see. The consistency is there. So like I said, don't rush yourself. Backtrack, like I told you. Tell yourself, that's my line right there. And remember your lay down area right here, that's the most important. Just a little off, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll pick up the spare here. So this also applies to spares as well, I would say. In this case, we have the 610, so you want to use the pencil and backtrack. So you can see I have to go somewhere between, I would say, the 4th and 5th arrow, kind of over that dot right there, and my lay down area is right there. So there you go, that's my line. I'm gonna try to go for it now. Not bad. I mean, not really the best way to pick up that spare, but hey, it worked. That could have, I was lucky that that didn't lead to, you know, me chopping and just leaving the 10, but luckily I got it there. So we're gonna go again. Beautiful. There you go. You see what I mean? There you go. So don't ever rush yourself. So always keep in mind, tell yourself that, and remember your laydown area too. That's the most important thing in my opinion. Another great shot. Look at that. On the money, right there. Beautiful. See that? So I think that the most important thing that will help you repeat the shots is remembering your lay down area. That's kind of why I do this whole little pencil trick. is to figure out where the lay down area is. So doing that, I know that the lay down area is there. That's where I want to swipe. So we'll try it again. See that? There you go. Another one. What is that? 4 in a row, ham bone. Finish it off. So remember, like I said, lay down area right there. I think that'll do. Yep, that will. Nice. Do it again. Lay down area is right here. A little left, but it comes right back because I chose the right ball to attack this pattern with. So there you go. Look at that. 257 to end that one. So that's my little trick on consistency. I'm sorry if I completely butchered this. I mean, I'm not really good at explaining things, but I hope that kind of shows you my little trick into repeating the same shot over and over. You're not going to get it every single time. It takes kind of a little bit of practice to do so. Again, remember, number one, always aim for that that corner right there at the dark part of the oil. Backtrack with the pencil and see where exactly you need to swipe. So like I said, corner in between the 3rd and 4th arrow, just left of that dot, that's my lay down area. There you go. So I know, there it is. And the most important thing to remember out of all of these is your lay down area, because that's obviously where you're going to swipe. Went a little bit left of that, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll pick up that 3-6-10. And again, so see, with the 3-6-10, I want to technically get the ball right there. So I'm going to backtrack, and I know I need to go right about here. That's my lay down area. There you go. See that? Pencil trick works.